Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm Nexus Gaming Series. I am your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we got Who Knows Gaming, and on the right is going to be Reborn Knights Red. This is a Division B West matchup, and I know you're sitting at home and you're like, but Bahamut, we were just going through a delicious, wonderful bark box, and they're at such a cheap price, I should get one for my own dog. How do we get to these maps? Don't worry, I got you. The home team this evening is going to be the members of Who Knows Gaming. They won the coin flip. They opted for map priority. Infernal Shrines and Alterac Pass are going to be banned out by them. Battlefield of Eternity are going to be banned out by Reborn Knights Red, as well as Cursed Hollow. Sky Temple will be our first map of the evening, chosen by Who Knows Gaming. And I know you're all excited to get into this, and so am I. But don't forget, you too can get yourself a bark box, and you can get it cheaper, actually, by clicking the link below in the panel. It actually gives money back to Bandit. Not me, Bandit. He's got a 401k and everything. But thank you for coming by. Sorry I wasn't streaming, but I thought maybe the host would help. No, it does! I appreciate that. That epic video? No, Covey made that, yeah. Lizzo, Fear the Knights. Hi, Cat Peach. I'm glad to see you cheering on your teams. Eminem, how you doing, friend, as well?
The wait is over.
I love you. I love you, too. Alrighty, let's go ahead and actually get into this draft as I have the wrong screen in front of me. And we're in second ban phase already. I am all over the place in this match, but we're here, we're ready to go. I actually forgot to give them, hold on one second. I know this is bad. Me bad caster. But at least let's give them a stream link so they know where we are. We got an ETC Rainer on the left-hand side. We got a Joanna Kael'thas Cassie on the right. We have Diablo and Nubarak being banned on the left-hand side as they don't want to deal with those two tanks. I was going to say a support here is probably your best bet, as they do need to be able to heal said players, and the Kael'thas Nano Boost is just not a good time. On the opposing side, ETC Rainer are going to be up and available on that side. I would actually say ban the Jaina. Jaina here, I mean, like, yes, you can prioritize healers, and you can maybe get rid of that one support that pairs well into the ETC, like Tyrande, for example, is great with that. Follow up from the Lunar Flare as well as the Huntress Mark. But the cold damage that Jaina brings to the table pairs well with the Rainer, as well as if you want to go into Ring of Frost to follow up the Mosh Pit, or if you want to go into Water Elemental and then have that extra damage. Both of those work really, really well with the ETC and the Rainer. Slows onto players allow ETC to set up in position so much more aggressively and be that main tank in the center of that role, and that's a really big priority for some of these players, and this is what we're going to be seeing. I'm expecting this to be a Jaina. I would hope it would be, because I think there's so much synergy that would be trading out. Whew. Did we swap these games, Baha? Yeah, Josh. The Winston Churchill Manatees versus HOTUS was canceled due to miscommunication. It was on the caster board, so I grabbed it. It worked. It was at 7:30, so I was like, we'll definitely be able to do a bark box in between this, so long as the first match doesn't go to a game number 3. Lili and Dahaka will round out the draft for the members of Reborn Knights Red. I like that a lot. Cassia for the damage. They've got double blinds coming out, and the Dahaka for a global threat to get into the backline. Very, very good. Also, Rainer's just going to be having a rough go this game. Also, apologies for the interview. Oh, don't apologize. I don't know why you would apologize. Sorry. Okay, I'm reading way too much chat right now. Sorry, Kepich. Now I have to root for Who Knows Gaming because they put the best hero in the game. Okay. I actually really like these two drafts coming out from both sides. Malthael brings a massive pressure into the game right now. Bandit is just tearing into those toys that he got. He is having a blast with them. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to steal this away from all of you. Look at him. He's adorable. The world could be on fire. He doesn't care. He got new toys. That new Kael'thas, yeah. More Baja action. Glad we finished our series up quick then. Oh, wonderful, Josh. Glad you could come by and check out the games. Yeah, I just wanted to at least get more games in front of everybody. That's the thing. Like, I at least wanted to cast 2 games for you all tonight. And I'm glad we're able to do that. Also, wait, Kaimo Tripson, no one picked Proby's thinking face. She's got a point there, Kaimo Tripson. She's got a pretty good point there. I said 5 minutes ago that it would last so much longer, and he's just shredded the entire front off the bird. Let's get into our game. Wolfie's going to be on this ETC for Who Knows Gaming. We're also going to be having Dr. Ziegler on the Brightwing. Shin Kaigan is going to be on the Kel'Thuzad. Lupus will be on the Malthael, and Eminem Hitman is going to be on that Raynor. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Reborn Knights Red. Stock is going to be on the Dahaka. Moving on to the mid lane, we're going to be having Stamp is going to be on, or someone said this to me in chat once and told me how to say it, but I forgot, so we're going to go with Stamop. Is going to be on the Cassia. Ninja will be on the Joanna. Hazer is going to be on the Lily, and Danebo is going to be on the Kel'Thuzad. Oh my god. Kael'thas. There we go. Kel'Thuzad and Kael'thas in this game. It's gonna be a little bit of a tongue twister here and there. Kill it, baby. Kill it. Oh my god, chat. I don't know if you can hear him, but he refuses to fully stand up, and he's reaching with his entire body for the slushy toy that he also got. All right, let's focus in on the games right now because we've got these in front of us, and we can catch up on Bandit. We'll give you a toy update as these games progress. He's just staring at me. He's so happy right now. This is going to be also Thunderstroke for the Cassia. Going to be trying to get that extra damage out there. Does it have a cooldown reduction on it? Or I think it's just, yeah, it does have a cooldown reduction after 40 heroes. After 20, you do get the increased damage. Malthael does have the On-a-Pale Horse for some quicker rotations between lanes. That's going to be increasing his base or his mount movement speed by 20%. So he's going to have 150 movement speed when he's mounted versus everyone else who just has the 130. No, I think I have that wrong. No, 130. Okay, we do have that right. While I do that, let's actually pull that away really quickly. Whew. Oh, I had something to tell you all this evening, and I completely forgot to do it because I was all flustered from setting up the game. I will try and remember to after this game to say it. But we do have Siege Giants coming up in the bottom right hand of our map. We are going to be having Lupus in this top lane. Going into the Dahaka, this is going to be a little difficult for said Dahaka because Lupus is just the Malthael's so very strong in this lane. But the one thing that we have to consider here, ooh, that's a nice tongue dragon. They won't get him into the front gate to get that extra damage, but that's pretty much the play you're looking for. Jumping into bottom lane right now as we do continue to have this back and forth. But what I was saying for top lane at least is just it's going to be a little difficult once the first objective pops up because Stock is in a lane that is great for someone who can just rotate up here. Typically, you want to see your Dahaka player in the bottom lane so that way they can get the brush stock into said first objective. And that's why I was just like, this is a little odd to me. Granted, oh my god, look at this invade right now. Oh my god, this invade, and there's gonna be the brush stock in. The tongue drag goes out, but it doesn't connect. Eminem is so very low as well. That's gonna be the gravity lapse coming out from Kael'thas, and they find the kill onto Raynor. Kel'Thuzad tried to step forward, wasn't able to find a kill. They back off over by their fort, and first objective will be popping up in 10 seconds. Is it how we got here? The thing that you wanted to tell us? No, it's not. Thank you for giving me that little thing, because I would have been so confused for the longest time. Thank you for the spooky worm, Cat Peach. I'm glad that that's just a command. It's just tildes. Dahaka back in this top lane will continue to soak this out as we do also see this mid lane temple activated by the members of Reborn Knights Red. Who Knows Gaming wants to step forward. Wolfie going to be anchoring so far. We do have the Kel'Thuzad throwing out the chains. Already sitting at 14 stacks of Master of the Cold Dark. That's a really, really big power spike that's going to be coming around the corner, especially with the Glacial spike that comes out when you have the 15 stacks. That's going to be a great... Oh, wow. This Kel'Thuzad knows what they're doing for sure. I'm a little worried as they do progress because Master of the Cold Dark having the 75% spell power increase after 30 stacks, and this Kel'Thuzad is just, oh no, they get caught with that tongue drag. Huge cleanse coming out from the Brightwing, making sure that no one gets dragged away, and they're able to get the Hearse out, but this is going to be mid lane going over in favor for the members of Who Knows Gaming, or excuse me, for Reborn Knights Red. Who Knows Gaming is going to be on this top lane for a little bit. I'm surprised Malthael, okay, no, they had like no health. They had like 200 health right there. Aggro red is aggro. That was a super aggressive camp invade that we saw over in that Bruiser camp. Dahaka will be able to finish out the top lane. Reborn Knights Red is actually being pretty aggressive right now as they will be hitting 7 slightly ahead of their the enemy team. Kael'Thuzad still trying to work through those Master of the Cold Dark stacks, and they'll be progressing pretty quickly. I mean, to be already having your Glacial Spike 5 minutes in the game, or sub 5 minutes in the game, I think that's huge for a Malthael player, because you're really going to be able to start putting in that damage and isolating players with the death timers increasing as well. I'm sorry, I chugged so much water as we were getting into this game. And it's now, of course, coming back to bite me. That's going to be Wolfie going in with that power slide, setting up pretty well right there. We do have Malthael coming into Danebao, and I think they should be able to get out of this. Yeah, the healing from Lily will be enough, as well as the blinds will mitigate some of that Malthael damage. Huge chains coming out from the Kael'Thuzad, pushing them up further in their stacks, now sitting at 25 out of the 30 necessary. As my cute boy, I could look over and is ripping the wing off of that bird that he just got. So proud of him. Let's actually jump over into some of these cycled numbers really quickly and see what sidestepping those, like these chains as they progress, they're going to be more and more devastating. So 26 stacks is where we left off right there. Let's actually jump over to some vision as well for the red team. I know we said we were going to look at some numbers, but we can at least get an idea what this looks like perspective-wise from Reborn Knights Red really quickly, as they are going to be going in for that Siege Giant camp. We do have Brightwing with the phase shift and that Peekaboo, able to show the friendly team that they were on that camp, but it's a little bit late on that one. Also going to be just having, it's just like, that's a great tool to kind of just open up the area vision-wise and know what you're going to be stepping into when you're going to some of these objectives. But Temple and bottom lane will be popping up in the next 22 seconds. We do see the Bruiser camp in the top right of our map, and that's going to be pushing up there as well. Malthael will have to, there's going to be no one to deal with this. Kael'Thas actually left onto the camp by their own, as the Dahaka does not want to allow any of this major pressure to stack up too much. Stock is taking stock of the lanes. Damn, Kael'Thas is playing with fire right now, literally and figuratively with that health pool. They are going to be able to get the Hearth out. Meanwhile, the friendly members in bottom lane are going to be holding this point, and I'm a little surprised that they haven't stepped up. Granted, Raynor is going to be coming back from the Nexus, as well as Kael'Thuzad looking like they're going to be needing some mana and some health, so a little bit late on that rotation out, but regardless, the experience is pretty dead even. A slight advantage for the members of Reborn Knights Red. Valkyrie, hello? Can we talk about that as it comes in and pulls the ETC into the friendly team, and they don't have any sort of mosh pit to step up onto that, as they're silenced for so very long with that isolation from the Dahaka. Kael'Thas is the first one picked off from the combo from Kael'Thuzad, and now, Kael'Thuzad might have been in a bit of a rough spot as well, as they throw out another chain, not able to connect onto a player, getting that Frost Nova out as well. Temple is going to be up and available at this time, but no one's going to be capturing it. Eminem does step onto that, Ninja stepping further forward, ETC with the knockback to force them away. Tongue Drag tried to go up, but the Polymorph is just on time from the right wing. Dr. Ziegler with that really, no, that's going to be so much damage on this Cassia, who ends up walking out of there. There's no last rites up and available for the Malthael. Actually, they went for Tormented Souls, as that's going to be a huge mosh coming out from the ETC, but the ETC ends up going down right there. Chains were flying from the Kael'Thuzad, but they weren't able to find themselves a kill. Tongue Drag going to be connecting onto one. Can they find themselves Lupus? And that's some really good body block coming out from Reborn Knights Red. They pick up a second kill, and they get zoned away. The Temple was finished out by one of the members from Who Knows Gaming, but regardless, that is a lot of good trade in favor for Reborn Knights Red. They're chasing this kill. This might be a bad idea. They might want to just rotate over and go for boss while they have a small advantage on the map. That's not the case. Also to note, look at this top lane this entire time. Bahamut seems to have a drinking problem a la Airplane. Yes. Because I also managed to do exactly that as well, which is go to pick up my glass of water, pour it down half my face, and I now have water all over my desk, but I cannot stop casting. Valkyrie pulling the ETC forward into the friendly team. Kael'Thuzad with the... Wait, why did two of those go off? Why were there two Shadow Fissures? Was it a Frost Nova, then a Shadow? I swore to God I just saw two Shadow Fissures pop up. Oh, they did change. Okay, because I know Kael'Thuzad had changes today. I didn't realize that the 20 talent here is based on Shadow Fissure. I was like, something's off here. I'm missing something. That's insane. I didn't realize that was the change on it. That's the same, I think. I don't know if either of these are the same or changed. That's a crazy. I did not know that was, because that used to be the 20 talent tier upgrade. Jace. Oh my God. Cassia. Like, they almost made it out alive, but wow. Temples will be activating here. It's going to be in the mid and bottom position. This is where they do randomize into the game after our first and second phasing, and so we are going to be seeing 13 talent tiers picked up momentarily for the members of Who Knows Gaming as well. Reborn Knights Red have a steady advantage, also going to be feeding in these Siege Giants through bottom lanes. Dr. Ziegler will be cleaning these out as they do have that phase shift up and available, so they're going to be able to get into the friendly party as necessary. But look at Who Knows Gaming. They're just jumping onto this, and they're trying to go for both of these temples, at least doing as much as they can. Kel'Thuzad will be able to get that reset on the Shadow Fissure, hitting the Kael'thas right there, and now the Brightwings here, they're going to try and reinitiate onto this. What are they able to do? They're getting forced back by the members of Reborn Knights Red. Cassia coming in here as well. Rainer's in that bottom lane the entire time, and they know that they're going to be down at fight, so they're going for the, oh my god, the chains to pull the Dahaka off of the tongue drag from, I think it was Brightwing. This Kel'Thuzad player, Shin is just doing work on this Kel'Thuzad. I just gotta highlight that. They're doing an amazing job. And it's just always fun for me to watch a Kel'Thuzad player because it's just such a mechanically difficult hero in my eyes. And I can never do that. What's the 20 upgrade now? I don't know. I really don't know. We'll have to check afterwards, KPB. Also, thank you for coming by. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. I don't want to be rude. We've seen these talents for quite a bit of time now. Let's actually jump through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. This Bush party is going to be popping out, and they want to go for this Kel'Thuzad. Are they? Valkyrie pulls them back in, and that's going to be the jugs coming out from the Lily as well. They do get the Kel'Thuzad, but they've got the buyback. If they want to come right back into this, they can come in, and that's going to be Kel'Thuzad has returned. They're starting to turn this around as Cassie was the first one to go down on the opposing side. So 1-for-1 trade thus far. Kel'Thuzad back and coming into this fight. The Hyperion ends as well. They do get the Shadow Fissure, but it doesn't connect onto anyone. Actually, it must have connected onto someone if they just got that reset right there. Regardless, they forced them back. A 1-for-1 trade. The big thing though, yes, you 1-for-1 traded, and the Cassie's on a death timer, but you remove the phylactery stacks from Kel'Thuzad, and that's a big win because that means there's no insta buyback into this next fight or anything like that. If they go down, they're gonna be down for the full death timer. Great, unless they can pick up 12 regeneration globes before the next fight, but we'll see. Next temple will be a single temple in the middle of our map. We can see that on the mini-map. It's highlighted purple right there. We have the Malthael coming back up in the top lane, making sure Dahaka won't be over-soaking or out-soaking them in any way, shape, or form. The second... Wait. If it hits another, will explode in the same location without doing anything. That second hit cannot trigger the effect again. Oh, okay. That's... I don't know how I feel about that. Like, unless, I guess if you're chain CCing someone or you got, like, a mosh pit, yeah, you could just sit there and it would just, you get the double cast, which is pretty nice. Oh, that's going to be a big old blow up coming. Oh, no. No Shadow Fissure used. A little surprised by that. 16 talent here in favor for the members of Who Knows Gaming. Reborn Knights Red getting forced back a little bit here. The map, I'd say, is pretty even. A little bit more so in favor for Reborn Knights Red as they do still have their top lane fort up and available. But camps are going to be stacking up and pressuring into this bottom lane. Oh my god, are they getting value with the Shadow Fissure? What is the damage out from Kel'Thuzad really quickly? 42,000 heroic damage thus far in this game. My jaw is on my desk. Looks like we're going to be having Kael'thas clearing out the bottom lane. They're just going to give this over for now. I think they just also don't want to deal with the stacked up pressure coming through bottom, which makes sense. Most of the heroics are off cooldown. We did see Phoenix being used in that bottom lane. Valkyrie comes in, does manage to pull into one. That's going to be the ETC with a 4-person mosh pit. That's going to be the Shadow Fissure coming out, getting the reset right there. Can they find a second Shadow Fissure? Jugs are out from the Lily as well. Shadow Fissure coming through. Doesn't connect, I think, because Ninja might have been able to... No, they weren't able to sidestep it right there, and they find the Joanna kill as well. 3 for none going down here. Oh, wait, they might have... The healing from Brightwing is just in time. They don't get the pick onto Hazer, but wow, is that a good play for them? Okay, he's got to find a new toy to rip apart. Oh. Oh! Hold on 1 second, stream. I apologize. He managed to get the squeaker out of a toy. Well, you can't have this. I don't want you to choke. Sorry, dog more important than cast. We do have the Malthael up in the top left here, going to be grabbing the Bruiser camp. We are going to be having also the boss being picked up in bottom lane, pushing in a little bit down there as well. I can't believe you ripped that out that quickly. Holy crap. You're a good boy. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I'm not even mad. 18 to 17 in our levels. Let's see. Phylactery stacks are almost done. They only need one more regeneration globe for that one. They're approaching their 20s. They're not too far off from that. But this is... I think this map can go either way for either of these teams. If they're able to shut down Kel'Thuzad in one of the next fights, that I think is going to be the main goal for the members of Reborn Knights Red. If they can just get rid of this Kel'Thuzad and take them out of the fight, that means that they can turn this around completely. Because I think any time that they've managed to force back or force out the Kel'Thuzad or put them in a low health pool where they need to hearth or get out of the fight and cycle out, that's really when they've been coming back. Hold on, sorry, I saw a Valkyrie pop up as I was panning right out of there. Dr. Ziggler does get the cleanse out to the friendly team. Chains go out from Kel'Thuzad, but they're not able to connect. Shadow Fissure just, it's forcing them back a little bit there as well. They know that that's down for the next 16 seconds? Yeah, 16 seconds. It's, oh, the chains come out as well, but they don't have another Shadow Fissure for 5, and they're breaking off a little bit right there, but all this CC being thrown back onto them, they're just slowing down all this. They have chased them into this corner over now, and that's going to be Dahaka coming through as well. They know that Dahaka is in mid. Shadow Fissure. They don't get the chains back. Dahaka a bit on the wrong. Oh, Dahaka's in a bit of a rough spot. That's going to be the Tormented Souls. They use the Burrow as well as their Essence. Tormented Souls is going to be used, or finishing out right there. And the Phoenix will be thrown out from the Kael'thas as well. Temples are both up and available for both teams. We are pushing those 20s very quickly for the members of Who Knows Gaming. And you can see them, they're playing further back. They don't want to step into the enemy team. They're just trying to play around the setup from Kel'Thuzad before they hit their 20s, and they just want to fight this. They want to take this fight inside of Reborn Knights Red before they hit said 20s, and they have any sort of power advantage. That's going to be the isolation onto Lupus, but they don't find the kill. Kel'Thuzad is busted now. Seems so good. These shields are super late. Raynarist, how you doing, friend? Thanks for coming by. All right, what do we get? What's Kel'Thuzad's 20? Okay. So it's just gonna be the Shade. Okay. Sorry, I just have to keep an eye on Bandit because he's ripping apart toys, and I want to make sure that he's not getting anything, like, he's not, like, eating plastic. I think he was trying to find if there's another squeaker toy in one of them, and he ripped open the head, and that's the end of it. I'll show you after this game. It's very, very good. This is going to be the bottom temple going out in favor for Reborn Knights Red, but top lane is going to be in favor for Who Knows Gaming. They really can't take these fights because of the fact that they want to wait for their 20s themselves. Kael'thas going to throw out a little bit of wave clear damage, I guess you could say. Phoenix will be also zoning back some of the members. Joanna will be stepping further forward with the Condemn, and they also have the chains thrown on them. There's no way in game number 2 that we're going to be seeing the members of Who Knows Gaming getting this Kel'Thuzad again. There's no way. Like, what's the damage at right now? 59,000. Kael'thas not too far behind, but just Kel'Thuzad has put out a significant amount of damage throughout this entire game, and it's a force to be reckoned with, it would seem. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well as well. I am doing great. We got some good games in front of us today, and I had a decent day at work. So, and we're just about halfway through the week. So, I'm gonna have me 2 gin and tonics tonight. Woo! It's going to be 20 talent tier as well for the members of Reborn Knights Red. Is this the power spike they needed? Deathmosh is something for ETC as well. The Malthael did go for the buyback, the No One Can Stop Death. You're just a... Oh my god. I hear him ripping fabric and I'm like, oh, did you get into it yet? Okay, no. Bandit seems like one of those nesting dolls wants the next toy. He's just like, what he'll usually do is like, he'll rip a toy apart and that's it. Like, he's done with it. Like, he's done ripping it apart. He doesn't care about it anymore. Like, he's like figured it out, so he doesn't want it. I don't know. We opened a bark box right before the stream and he's been enjoying those toys and he already broke one of them, so thank you, Twitch chat, because you were the one who bought him these bark boxes. Must look for a blow up on Kel'Thuzad. I agree. That's what I was saying earlier in the game. They need to find a kill onto this Kel'Thuzad before any fight happens to get rid of, one, the phylactery stacks, but they do have that insta buyback as well, so that's a hard spot to be in because, yeah, they'll be back immediately. Same thing with Malthael. They've got to get a big old wipe here. That's what they're looking for on the side of Reborn Knights Red. Almost every heroic is off cooldown. Kael'thas has the 20 seconds on the Phoenix right there. Temple's activating in 3 seconds. Let's jump over to the vision for the members of Reborn Knights Red. So they see one going up. They're going to step further into this. You can see the shimmer from Brightwing right there. Cassia actually gets picked off. I completely missed it as Cassia goes down right there, and now they step further forward into this mid lane. That is going to be not the isolation, the Dahaka coming through the back line, but the polymorph went onto them. Hyperion came out from the Rainier as well. Tormented Souls is going to be used by Lupus as they're just trying to put in the damage to the enemy team. Not going to be enough to find a kill as they do just get the Cassia. Granted, ETC over on this point, going to be getting some shots over to the mid lane keep. We should be seeing them rotate one off into the top lane. I think there's a ping coming out for said player to do so, and they'll be able to continue and get the damage into bottom lane. This could be game ending if they're able to get both these towers. The members of Reborn Knights Red playing around the fact that they don't have their Cassia. They need to make a decision here. When was Kil'Thuzad drafted? I think he was in the last slot, was he not? Okay, he was in the 3-4. Never mind. Malthael was the last. Malthael was the last pick. He was the 3-4. You're right. You're right. I was like, was he 3-4 really? And then, yeah, I remember Malthael was the last one because I saw the Candy Canes come out and he yelled, "No one can stop death." And apparently no one can stop the members of Who Knows Gaming as they finish one of the temples, but top lane still pewing into this and Reborn Knights Red. They managed to pick up the boss, but unfortunately they're going to be losing the game. That will be game number 1 over to the members of Who Knows Gaming. GG. Well played. Oh, there is another squeaky toy in here. That's what he was trying to get. So, for anyone wondering... Hold on, we'll show talents really quickly. Miscalculation. Alright. For anyone wondering, this is what he did. Like, he just... It's... I think I have the perfect sound bit for that.
We're dead.
Alrighty, and then if you're wondering what he got out of it, he got one of these. That's the ball that he managed to get out of there. Alrighty, everybody.
Good news, everyone.
I'm going to be casting the Tespa Collegiate Fall Series. That's my announcement. Let's try and get into more games. Alrighty. The burp is no more? Yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to DM the teams and just see... Oh, I can leave this whisper. Who was the losing team? That they were. Okay. All right, I'm just asking them if what they're going to be doing here. Bandit's usually pretty gentle with these toys. Cuts to 10 minutes later. I really should. I should clip both of those and edit them together and send it to BarkBox. The Nerdy Steve, thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone from the Nerdy Steve stream. There we go. I can say things. We are currently getting into our next game of our best of 3 series. Okay. Alrighty, it looks like they're going to be handling it this evening. I don't have to worry about lobby creation, so I'm just going to sit back and just... What's up, mister? Are you happy about ruining your toys? Are you? Are you a big toy ruiner? You're such a good boy. Let's give him one of the new treats as well. I'm kind of proud of him. Let's do the other one. We're gonna be doing this, if anyone's wondering. It's that. Oh. Nice, I love the dorm games. Me too. I'm super excited to be casting them again.
Connection detected.
Yo, Kitty Cat, thank you so much for the raid as well. Thank you everyone from Kitty Cat stream. Gantrinthor TV, thank you for the follow as well. We're currently getting set up for our next game. Bandit, do you want one of these, bud? One of these? I need a high five. Need a high five? Good boy! He's so gentle. He's so happy. Alrighty, let's go ahead and find out. Bahamut Reborn. Okay, cool. I'm in. I'm late, but I'm in. Good boy. He's probably gonna go have to get some water. All right, I'm here. I am ready. Let's give him a spooky worm, Twitch link, and we're good to go. But thank you everyone who got rated, who hosts or rated over. Thank you for all of the follows and all of the support. Nerdy Steve, thank you for the follow as well. We are gonna get right back into this. Let's go ahead and find out who takes this series. I saw the 3, 2, 1 countdown. All right, we got this. Let's go ahead and get on into our draft. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your caster, Bahamut. We are getting into our second game of our second series. There we go. I'm getting tripped up on my own words. I didn't know any of the information, so hold on one second. I'm just trying to figure this out as we're on the fly. All right, so they wanted that then. So we are going to be getting first pick priority, but with that, I'm sure that there were a bunch of people that got raided over here, and they're sitting at home and they're wondering, Bahamut, why on earth are we on Dragonshire? And don't you worry, all of my new friends, and once again, thank you for the raid to the Nerdy Steve, and also to Kitty Cat. Thank you for the raids again, but we got some map picks that did happen and some map bans as well. So let's go ahead and update you on all that beautiful, wonderful information. The home team this evening is going to be Who Knows Gaming. They won the coin flipped, and they opted for map pick priority. They banned out Infernal Shrines as well as Alterac Pass. Battlefield of Eternity and Cursed Hollow were banned out by the members of Reborn Knights Red. Sky Temple was the first map chosen by Who Knows Gaming, and they won that. The members of Reborn Knights Red opted for first pick priority in game number 2, meaning that they have map pick on the side of Who Knows Gaming, so we're going to be going to Dragonshire for our second map of the evening. Let's go ahead and get back into our draft. You should look into the bully make box for Bandit. He's really not that big of a toy killer. There's that yellow duck that you constantly see. He's had that since he was a puppy. Like, that's like his favorite toy. Like, he's just got that one toy that he loves. Yo, Kaleo, how's it going, bud? Thanks for coming by. Ban the team that banned Cursed. I'm sorry, Reborn Knights Red. You're banned. Sorry if I missed it, Kitty Cat, and also the Nerdy Steve. Thank you for the follows as well. I really appreciate the support. There's the Kael'thasad ban, as we talked about before. We're not going to be seeing Kael'thasad come into this game number 2. That's not a possibility. Once again, the Diablo and Anub'arak bans on the left-hand side. Really strong tanks and initiation. We do have the Anduin as well being banned out. Joanna, Raynor, and Rhaegar on the right-hand side for Reborn Knights Red. I'm hoping that they're going to try and grab something like a Jaina, something to pair into that Raynor. Some slows would be really, really good for them. I highlighted a lot in the last game, and I think Jaina can have a lot of great poke and burst on a map like this as well. Or we just have a bloodlust composition that's being built. Malthael will be removed from this, as they do have that Rexar and ETC. They have quite a big front line, and there's a lot of percentage damage that Malthael can do into that Rexar, into that ETC, so they just don't want to deal with that in the solo lane. Thank you, lovely human. Thank you so much, Kitty Cat. I appreciate that. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Were you Storm Leaguing? Were you playing Heroes? Were you playing Overwatch? What were you up to? As well, same question to the Nerdy Steve, if you're still hanging around, my friend. Gotta share butts with the new viewers. Welcome. Thank you so much, Kaleo. You're a beautiful human. This is going to be a Ana ban as well, as they do need a support, and looks like the members of Reborn Knights Red are prioritizing the Ana in the support role. Now, speaking of support roles, or I guess healer roles, if you will, the Stukov and Alex Strauss are not something to kind of sleep on a map like this. Point control are really... I'm in this game, but there's going to be the Stukov, as I was talking about before. Point control based maps are really, really powerful for heroes like Alexstrasza, like the Stukov, because the Lurking Arm is a great way to split heroes in between some of those bushes or even around those points. Alexstrasza Dragon form is a great way to force off the enemy team in said Dragon Queen form, and you can have that extra kind of prowess and that aggression popping up in your favor. Now I was playing Dead by Daylight. Oh, you're playing Dead by Daylight? Nice! I bought the game recently and I still haven't played it. I feel like I'd be trash, but it looks super fun, so I nabbed it because I know I have a bunch of friends that play it and who stream it. So I'll have to start playing that game myself and not be such a scrub. Greymane and Sylvanas will be picked up on the right-hand side to finish out their draft. A lot of good dive. They've got they've got Space Marine Raynor and they've got Fuzzy Raynor, as I also like to call Greymane, depending on how you use him. But Sylvanas to lock down those towers, really, really powerful pressure coming out from her. Last player excuse me, last unit coming out, or last hero coming out for the members of Who Knows Gaming. It will be the Mephisto. A lot of great power. We saw that ban in the first game, so that might have been a targeted ban, but last pick Mephisto. Beautiful human, I say. Jinxie Cat, thank you. Yes, that Jinxie Cat gif is really good. Play with you? Yeah, absolutely. If you message me on Twitter or Discord or any of those, I can give you my Steam profile and you can add me and then we can go from there. It's good as long as you have fun. Doesn't matter if you're good. Okay. I'm one of those people that, like, I could lose a game, but if I'm having fun with some people, it doesn't matter to me. Like, as long as I'm laughing and just whatever, you know. Dead by Daylight is fun. Can recommend. Okay, Kaleo. Panda, people need to see your beautiful face. Why are you hiding from them like? I should be giving you draft analysis. Instead, let's fix the camera where my dog. So for my dog, he likes to do this. Like, he likes to sit right in front of the camera where his head kind of blocks it. But regardless of that, we actually got a game. Let's go ahead and jump on over into that one. Yo, Josh, still thank you for continuing your gifted sub from Stark. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you. That means the world to me. Thank you. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Who Knows Gaming. We've got the Misha Bear. I did not know that Misha Bear broke it down that good. Also, what's the little thing on her hip plate? I've never seen that before. Is that May? Anyways, Lupus is going to be on the Rexar. We're going to have Dr. Ziegler on the Stukov. Eminem Hitman is going to be on the Falstead. Wolfie is going to be on that ETC, and Shin Kagen, I think, is going to be on the Mephisto. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Reborn Knights Red. We're going to be having, I'm just going to go Stamp on the Sylvanas. We're going to be having Stock on the Rainer, Ninja on the Joanna. We have Danebo on the Greymane, and rounding out the team with Hazer on the Rhaegar, the other wolf boy. But let's go ahead and get into this. Raynor actually going to be going to the Behemoth armor stacks at level 1. Veteran Marksman. Behemoth armor stacks are at level 4. That's... okay, veteran marksman right now. They're going to be putting in that pepper. Realistically, though, they don't have any sort of... they don't have massive amount of slows outside of the Joanna and the Rhaegar. So Ace in the Hole is good for that, but I think if you're pairing into a Jaina, which you have that, you know, that lingering frost on players, and that frostbite lasting, I think it goes to 3 seconds. That's way better than just the slow that you initially have from the Condemned, because I think it's a way shorter duration. Let's go ahead and also set up our controllers as well, get all that information set up for you guys so we can get an idea of what the vision looks like, and we'll actually jump over to the vision right now for the members of Who Knows Gaming. And just get an idea of how they're playing this map, and we'll also just kind of focus in on this Rexar right now. I'm going to try and keep an eye on all the other lanes as well to see if a fight breaks out, but it seems like we'll probably be having some camps being picked up before our first objective from either side. Same thing, let's jump over to the opposing side vision for the members of Reborn Knights Red as Stock and friends have jumped up here. They're trying to gank the bear, but bear too thick. Just waddles out of the lane, goes ahead and gets some healing from that Rexar. They do have the channel in top lane for now. We are going to be seeing Falstead in bottom lane. He didn't rip it apart and got bored and then left. Okay. Whenever he has a new toy and then he just gets up, I'm just like, oh, it's done. Like, it's just ripped apart. No, it's perfect. Like, oh wow, look at that stacking onto the silence as well. So many members being silenced, but Greymane diving in, gonna get the kill onto the Stukov right there. First blow of the game over to the members of Reborn Knights Red. And that was also gonna be Rhaegar diving in, trying to get some damage in there as well. Wolfie, you're so slow. It's not so slow, you're so low. Okay, cool. Sorry, I thought I missed something on the side, but I'm good. Also, the game has a store kind of like HOTS where you can buy passive abilities instead of... yeah, I did see Haloran going into some of those, so I have to learn how to go into those. So this week will be a really good time to get into it. Okay, I might have to try. I mean, I have a 3-day weekend coming up, so that might be the opportune time to try out some new games and just play them while I have some free time. But Shin is going to be going down in this top lane position, unfortunately. Mephisto not going to be living long enough, and now Greymane barrel rolling forward right there. That disengage, but actually forward for the aggression and the auto attacks. Falstead still holding bottom lane. They are going to be sitting on the Seasoned Marksman stacks, or not Seasoned Marksman, on the Wingman stacks. And they're sitting on 28 right there. I believe it's 10 per, is it not? No, it's 20 per. 20 per 5%. So, I mean, well, each bribe is is like that. But John actually gonna be in the solo lane right now, but they're still pushing up right now in top lane. I guess their composition up here does siege a little bit better, but they do have their main tank sitting in bottom lane. So, oh my god, Sylvanas able to get the Banshees out right there. The aggression coming out from Reborn Knights Red, really strong in this game number 2. Will it be enough for them to be able to capitalize and take us to a game number 3? That is the major question of the evening. I think Reborn's draft is a draft I drafted one game too late. I think Greymane and Sylv should have had more success in game 1 versus Kel'Thuzad. I see what you mean. Yeah. People riot. I really like Reborn's aggression here. I agree with you, man. Basically, can we gank? Can we camp invade? Can we push the lane? Hit me up if you decide to try it out. We'll be trash together. We'll be a dumpster together, Kaleo. We'll go get some other friends that want to be jump in the dumpster. Dumpster by daylight, that's what we'll call it. Alrighty. Misha Bear is going to be holding this top lane. Raynor is going to be forced back a little bit right there. Let's jump back into the bottom lane where most of the action is going to be taking place. Mephisto's trying to step forward. That's going to be the blinds onto the False Slayers, trying to get the autos onto that Sylvanas. She will be able to get the Banshees out. Going to be able to tap well and come back into this engagement. I think they're going to be rotating up into the mid lane as Raynor's going to be attempting to go for the channel here, but into the Misha Bear, I don't know if this is going to work out. They are going to be trying to apply as much pepper as possible. Not even going to be going to the Behemoth Armor. Going to go into sustaining rounds at level 4 as well. So far, they're going to be forced off that. Stamp is going to have to get the Banshees right out of there. They did go into possession as well for some more lane pressure. Sorry. Bandit just pounced on one of his toys. It's just adorable. Quality casting coming out from me, as always. Who knows did a nice camp invade? Yeah. Dumpster by Daylight, absolutely, yeah. That's the name. Yeah, if I were to ever stream it, I think that's what we would definitely call ourselves. We have 8 to 8 in levels and 0 to 2 in kills. Let's check out some of the other numbers now for some of these players as we've looked at the talents for quite some time. I'm just skimming through all the questing ones just for now to see if there's anything that's close to being finished, but not the case. But looking up into the top lane, there's gonna be a dive from the Misha Bear, and the Nem gets the pick, and that will be Raynor going down. How many stacks are they sitting on? 31 stacks on the. Is it Rhaegar who has no questing talent? Okay, sorry. I'm just making sure there's no little questing talent in the bottom left of your screen. But yeah, Janna does have that. Oh my god, that punish. There we go, the subdue. Couldn't remember, but Greymane ends up going down the bottom lane to the Mephisto. We are going to be seeing the rotation coming down here. They're going to get the I think it's just Ninja going down. Can they? There's no way they live through this. They don't have the Ancestor healing or anything. Cleanse does go out, but that's going to be enough from the Rexar to be able to confirm the kill. Mephisto on the point. They have the opportunity for the Dragonite. Can they pick it up on the side of Who Knows Gaming? They also did go for the Consumed Soul at level 10 on the Mephisto, so no Durance of Hate for the lockdown. Granted, that is there's some reset potential with that. Also, a lot of great AoE and not AoE damage, but you can potentially pick off quite a few players as they've been getting them very, very low in some of these engagements. Now, Dragonite is possible, but they know this, and so they're going to be trying to deny it. Wolf going for the channel. Banshees come out, so that's the first interrupt. Dane does throw out the Gilnean Cocktail as well to try and force out another stall. No one going to be able to stop this for now. Ninja stepping up as well. They'll hold this. Oh, Banshee's out as well. Okay. Whew. I had to pick up my cup of tea, and I'm just watching. I'm like, this is when, of course, they're going to be starting to fight in this mid lane. But no, it's not the case. Falstead probably could fly up here if necessary. They did, I think, also steal away the Siege Giants with the bribe. Let's see how many stacks they have. They have 12 right now, so they definitely use the bribe stacks to steal away that Siege Camp, which is going to be doing some work as Falstead now comes up into this lane. What are they sitting at? I know I just clicked on it, but what is their 25%? Wow. Definitely working onto that. Dr. Ziggler gets stunned out one, or not stunned out, but they get stalled out once, and that's going to be Raynor trying to do it and trying to stall it out in top lane, but the Misha Bear, do you have one more charge? No, they don't. Okay, Siege Giants in this bottom lane area are going to be cleared out by the Sylvanas. They did get quite a bit of damage onto this fort down here, almost taking it down to half health. Bridge to Nowhere, how you doing, friend? Thanks for coming by. Minion got the stall. Minion's OP. There's the Consumed Soul, but they don't end up getting a kill with it, just knocking a lot of players down to a lower health pool. Consumed Soul, I feel like I have that wrong. No, it's okay. Falstead also did go into the gust, into the mighty gust as well. We've had 10 talents for some of these players for a while, but it's just something to note. I looked up, I was like, did they go into the Hinterland's Blast? I didn't see what they actually took, but just gonna have that control with the gust right there. Power Slide from the ETC, they're just doing a great job of being a nuisance onto this Joanna. They are able to throw out those skull missiles here and there, and now the Dragonite rotates back up into mid lane, going to be working on this fort. Only sitting around 13 health. They won't be able to confirm the fort with this, but at least going to get a significant amount of damage into it. Raynor was still pushing up that top lane. Meanwhile, is there a flailing swipe or anything? ETC did power slide in. Falstead with the flight. Oh, they're going to be trying to go for Raynor potentially? I think they got scouted out as they went up there. I think the Banshee was attacking the Misha in the bush, so they definitely saw that happening. But Who Knows Gaming sitting pretty healthy in this game with their structures, as well as the fact that they're going to be on that 13 talent tier in their favor. Not much, just playing in an NGS team. We're number 1 in Div B West at the moment. Congratulations, my dude. I'll probably see you in the finals. As I'm reading Twitch chat, I missed that Raynor gets picked off right there. Fun fact, did you know that Nano boosted Mephisto one-shots and Abathur? Okay. Did you know that Purification Salvo, Planet Cracker actually can one-shot Abathur as well? Because Abathur cannot, so if an Abathur is hatting someone and you Planet Cracker onto said Abathur, they cannot unhat someone and move out of the Planet Cracker in time before they die. I learned this very quickly when Phoenix was released and I was playing Abathur on a Towers of Doom game. I know there's a lot of fights breaking. There's just this fight that's breaking out, but Who Knows Gaming has been a dominant force in this game, and I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe how much momentum Reborn Knights Red had at the beginning of the game and how it just kind of got stopped. There's just been a big pause right around that. I wouldn't say so much 10 talent tier, but it was previous to 10. Like, it was right around the 8-9 area where we kind of seemed to switch the dynamic and the power right there. That's going to be barrel roll forward from the Falstead. Look at this aggression coming out from them as they're trying to get the pick onto the Raynor. Funny enough, though, they went into the Wingman, but they didn't pick up any of the other Lightning Rod abilities. No static shield, no charges gained or anything like that. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it's the other talent at 7. There's Boomerang, there's Secret Weapon, and there's a Lightning Rod talent that I can't think off the top of my head. You can one-shot Abathur if you sit on him? Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen that one every time I suggest my team is fire my laser memes. Yeah, exactly. There was so back when that happened to me, I had a friend who played Tyrande in a game, and I was like, I want to play Phoenix, and there was an Abathur, so he would hit the Abathur with the Sentinel from Tyrande. I would have the mark on them, and I'd line up my Planet Cracker and kill him every time, and that's how we won the game. It was disgusting, and it was horrible. That is going to be a nice pickup for Reborn Knights Red as I stop telling stories, and we move into this fight right now. Huge slow going to be coming out from that Subdue. They don't have it stacked out, but if you hit 2 heroes with it, you get the 80%, and them hitting 3 right there will qualify them for said damage. Oh, can they get this false step before the flight comes through? Unfortunately not. They're able to get to the safe side of that wall right there. 16 to 14 in levels, but the members of Reborn Knights Red are not out just yet. They've been putting on the pressure and trying to turn this game around in their favor. Dragonites in there is available for their channel, but unfortunately the Mephisto's in top lane. They know that someone's up there, so they're going to be going for a little bit of pressure into bottom lane. Also going to be using that Raider to scout out. Greymane's back down here as well. Kaleo, I didn't know that one. Kaleo's got a lot of good information. Curse Bolt goes out right there, but unfortunately does not connect to any tank-type player, doing 40% of their current health pool, right? Yeah. And the ETC was at full health, so that would have been a nice little chunk into their health. This is going to be the Misha Rexar in top lane holding that over. They do have the Mephisto coming down here, so they're going to be trying to step back into the enemy team. Granted, hey, they got 16 talent here, and they know this on the side of Reborn Knights Red, so they're going to be backing off and playing this a little bit slower, a little bit safer, making sure that they don't stagger out any more deaths. They don't want to give over any more experience value to that team, but Lupus going for the channel. Misha Rexar not, I don't know, well, they're pretty good. I mean, usually you want to have them split pushing or anything like that, but if you have them here and it was just situationally, it works out for your team, I absolutely say go for it, as they're going to be pushing into this mid lane. Root and Silence out onto the Greymane, who does walk right out of it. They're not able to find any sort of extra damage onto them. Fort goes down in mid, they're pushing in further. Sorry, I just looked over at Bandit and he ripped open the second toy. I swear he's never done that. Blessed Shield's gonna be coming out from Ninja as well. Dragonite is still gonna be pretty healthy here, sitting just above 50%. Curse Bullet goes out, but I don't think it connected onto anyone right there. No one's health pool is really, really low. Dragonite now steps up onto this bottom lane keep. That's gonna be the Ancestor Healing going out into the Sylvanas as they re-engage onto this fight. They're trying to force back this entire siege into bottom lane. Joanna did finish out the punish the subdue as well, so they get that 80% slow no matter how many heroes they're hitting with said punish. Shin is an absolute monster on these mages, I agree. 47,000 heroic damage, about 18,000 over the opposing side. Best player. I'll show you how he's ruined this next toy after this game. Is it God? Change my mind? Clearly, my mentioning it has been bad influence on Bandit. Arrow, I'm gonna blame you. That's the easiest thing I'm gonna do. Yeah. It's much like Storm League. It's not my fault. It's everyone else around me. Curse Bolt goes out. Dr. Ziggler taking so much damage. The Wailing Arrow's there as well. But the shielding is gonna be good enough. Hello? What shielding? What? Oh, was it ETC? Was it aggressive shredding? No. What gave, like, there was something, like, I saw a little bit of a shield go around them. I'm trying to find who gave that. Regardless, the fight continues right now as they're pushing into this. Reborn Knight's Red taking a lot of damage, and they end up losing their Sylvanas. That's going to be the Consumed Soul coming out. False set with the barrel roll and the gust, and that's going to push them right back into the enemy team. They lose the Greymane. They're going to be losing the Joanna as well. That's going to be Stock able to neander their way out, but they lose the Rhaegar on top of all of that. All that is left is going to be one single Raynor who's going to be having to make this defense. But speaking of defense, they've already got the Siege Giants in bottom lane with catapults, and this is already working its way through the shielding for the core. They walk straight into bottom lane on the side of Who Knows Gaming, and it looks like they're going to be going to try and end this game here and now. They want to try and take this and win another game in their week number 8. Wow, that was such a good gust coming out from Falstad. The synergy, the communication, really great games coming out from Who Knows Gaming. GG, well played. Oh, it's Block Party? Block Party was the thing that did that? Okay, thank you. I was so unsure. Let me see here. Using a basic or heroic ability also gives nearby allied players a stack of block, granting 75 physical armor against the next hero basic attack for 8 seconds, reducing the damage taken by 75%, maximum 2 stacks of block. Okay, thank you. I was just like, who did that? But okay, thank you. I'm totally good at casting, I swear. Here, Sharebot, thank you for the GGs. Let's go ahead and see if one of the players wants to do an interview while we have the opportunity for it. Does one player want to do interview? Okay. Apparently one of the match earlier had computer issues, and that's the reason they had to cancel that one. All right, let me go ahead and jump into a lobby, mute myself, and I swear I played with some of these people. It makes sense. Lobby 1. All right, let's show talents once again, and we'll get someone in here for an interview in just a second. Actually, we're going to be joined by Wolf at this time. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory. How you feeling, my friend?
Really good.
Is it, all right, so let me, because I said it a little bit both ways in the games. Is it Wolf or Wolfie?
Wolf.
Okay. Sorry about calling you Wolfie then. But we are going to be. It was a really, really good set right there, and I had such a blast with it. So let's talk about this really quickly. Game number 1, Sky Temple. It's your map choice. Any reason for Sky Temple as the map? Do you just feel comfortable? Is it something that's a little difficult for the enemy teams to deal with? Can you talk about your reasoning for it?
It's just a favorite map for us. We've been playing it forever.
Thank you.
I mean, you don't have to ever fight if you don't want to.
That's true.
And they're a very strong team fight team, so just being able to run around helps us.
That is, yeah, that's actually a really, really good point that you made. And so what I want to now transition into is the aggression that they brought into all these games. There's so much early game aggression. Did you feel like that you had to kind of sustain through said aggression until you got to your power spike where you could then turn it around? Or was it just, you know, you had to play till you found said power spike?
Game 1, we were waiting till Shinkaigen was stacked on KTZ, since Kel'Thuzad gets so much more damage.
Oh yeah, he wasn't busted strong or anything like that.
Yeah. And then tens just make a world of difference. Mosh.
Oh, yeah.
helps forever.
No, that was I think you guys played that game number 1 so well. And then same kind of question on Dragonshire. Early game pressure was really good. Was it just getting to a certain point, getting Mephisto up in stacks or anything like? Can you talk about game 2 in that same kind of sense? Because as I said, their early game aggression was really, really powerful.
Game 2 was kind of just waiting for the Falstad macro to kick in. It was just being able to take camps constantly.
Can we shout out that Falstad gust right at the end?
Yeah.
That was so good. Like, I saw that happening. I saw the flight and the barrel roll. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like, what are comms like at that moment? Was it just like I'm gusting, or was it just like, oh, like I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna gust, and then we'll body him?
He was just like, I got them back on the retreat, and everyone comes back, and it just made that fight a whole lot easier for us, because Mephisto was just shredding them, and
Yeah.
not letting them get away from him just helped a lot.
It was such an entertaining time to watch, and it was such a great game. Before we kind of wrap this interview up a little bit, where does this put you? Because I don't really know all the standings off the top of my head. Where does this put you in the rankings for playoffs or anything like that?
So, with how it was before we started this, I believe we were in 6th place, and this was our last match.
Oh,
And I know Roll 1 had already finished theirs, and they were in 5th, I believe.
Okay. And do you know if they lost or won?
They were. So they had the same points as us, and we still had 1 game to play.
Oh, okay.
So this will put us in their spot.
Let's see.
This puts us at 18 points.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I just looked at the standings, and it says you are in 6th. So yeah, is it 3 points for a domination then?
Yes. It's
so yeah, then you're at 18. That's you're sitting comfortable. I think you're not on the bubble. You're not out of it. But we'll see if this actually might push Reborn Knights Red out, because I think they're sitting on the bubble with 10 points, and so is Deviled Kegs has 10 points, Spooky Ghost has 9, Arrogant Nephilim with 8. So it's tight for the Division B West. I'm excited to see how that all kind of finishes out. But I've held you here long enough. Before I let you go, any shouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours.
Shout out to you for doing the last minute match for us. I think I saw you had yours drop out, but you still came and casted us.
Hell yeah.
So thank you. Shout out to my team. We had really rough start, and we just kicked it around in the last several games. They played fantastic for the last several weeks.
Yeah,
it shows. Ready for a break.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the games. I look forward to seeing you down in the Nexus Gaming